The purpose of this video is to actually show you how to go about determining the loot breakdown and the effort points that are awarded for a given raid import. The first thing that you need to make sure that you do is when you get to the website, make sure that you are signed in. If you'll look in, I'm already signed in up here at the top, as you can see. From there, you're going to go down to the raid signups. When that page loads, go ahead, make sure you're in the right pool, go to the List tab. In this example, we're going to choose March 8th, which is last night's raid. So we're going to go ahead and click on that raid name. And you can see from this particular view, the PvP boss, Halfus, basically the bosses that we killed, everything that was imported. You can see here the night off there are 4 people. The little person icon shows how many people are in that particular event, the loot that's been dropped, how many points were awarded at the time, what was charged for the loot. Example is the PvP boss free loot, the hourly DKP 22.50 per period, 50 points per boss kill. As you can see on some of the other loot, 12 points for an off-spec, 60 for a main. All this information is right there for everybody to see and view. Where things kind of get tricky is we also award points for signing up on time, showing up. There are no points for the CATA attendance event. We use that event basically to track attendance. Night off is basically when people are online and instead of staying on standby, they say, I'm just going to take the night off, Ani. They're going to go do their own thing. And so basically they get the attendance event and they get their sign up credit, but they don't get any standby credit as far as that goes. So they can log off and do their thing. So from here, as you can see everybody that's been in the raid. This particular night, Sarah actually took the night off. We're going to take a look at what she was awarded for that evening. You can see down here on her raid history for March 8th, she got 25 effort points. Okay, so she got, I believe that's how much we award for signing up. On this night, person that was in the raid the entire evening would be Delorn. Under his raid history, you can see he got 635 effort points for being in the raid that entire night. So you can actually take it per raid history on a given night, see how many points were awarded, how many points a person obtained in an evening. You can also track loot that way as well. On the detail tab, the first one you can see who exactly signed up. If they're a late sign up, good example, Jack was late. Under the events, you can see here by event. It breaks it down to where all those names are listed out per event. So who got credit for attendance, who was on standby, who took the night off, who was on time, who was in each boss event, who was in each hourly. If we have to manually add an hourly DKP, it has to go under the CATA hourly event or it kind of gets tricky. So this is how things are tracked. We try to keep this extremely transparent. So if you notice that there's an issue with loot or an error, there's a lot more detail to it. And that's what I'm trying to show you here. There's a lot more than just looking at that very top level view and saying 29 people got credit, everybody's getting credit for loot. On this page alone, under raid history, you can see the breakdown. You can see what raid people got loot at, how much they were charged for it, what pools they're in, what their attendance is. I mean, everything is available there. So, if you find an error or you suspect one, instead of just saying, I suspect an error, you should be able to say, hey, Ani, I think you didn't give me credit for a raid on March 8th. I think you're missing me from 2 boss kills, or you charged me main spec for a piece of loot instead of off spec, or whatever the case may be. Instead of just looking at this top view, There's a lot more information here, and it's all right here for you to view. Now remember though, we have to import this, and some of these things have to be done manually. So give us 24 hours from the end of RAID. If you have questions, feel free to send me a PM, send Sarah a PM. We're the two people that handle this process. Seraphin can answer some questions, but this video is for your information.